Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Cathedral Velvet podcast. It's been another 2 weeks, and I'm glad that you guys are back here. I am your host, as always, P3R. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you. We got a whole bunch of news to cover today. Man, TGS happened, and literally the day I'm recording this, we got some more news. Well, a trailer came out, but like before we get that, look, we always gotta talk about some of the real life stuff a little bit before we get into the whole me and caboodles and whatever you guys call it. So okay, so what happened within the last 2 weeks? Okay, so let's see here. Oh, I beat Yakuza Kiwami 2. That was something. That was a pretty fun game to play. It definitely took me a while to get through it all. For the last bit, I was like, oh, well, let me just focus on the main stuff, and we'll be good. I know there's like another like side story sort of DLC kind of thing with Majima that's part of the game. People said it's like about 2 or 3 hours long if you're just focusing on like the main stuff. So I was like, I would do that, but like, I think that'll be something for like another time. Like I got so many games to play, so like after Kiwami 2, I'm playing on continuing Crisis Core Reunion, so I can finally try to beat that game. Like I did have it on like a PSP. Like I found that game like at a flea shop like after work. It was like guy was like, oh yep, $10. I'm like, I'll get that. I'll get that. Like sure. Cause it's just like I was thinking like, oh, this guy doesn't know like how much its value. Like it's like, oh, well, okay, sure. Like $10, sure, I'll get it. So like, yay. But like I never actually been that. I was like, yeah, I'll play this another time when I happen actually. But yeah, I want to try to continue Crisis Core whenever I get the chance to. Let's see here. Work. It really could be better. A guy who quit came back, and he's worse as ever. He's quite a lacker. So just like, oh man, like one time he just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna sit down for half an hour and just like not do anything while I'm doing the work out here. And when I told him like, oh hey, it'd be good if what's the word, kind of pick up the slack instead of staying down. And guys like, oh, but there's nothing out there. I'm like, dude, what do you think I've been doing this entire time? There's not nothing out there. You just have been out there looking at the work. So just like, oh man, I really wish we had someone else there, but I can't really do much. And what sucks is just like, but actually no, I'm not gonna say that, but just, oh, I wish I had some better coworkers. Just, man, they really don't put in the work like at all. Just, oh man, and just like he left early too. Just like didn't even tell your fellow coworker that you were leaving, so that's great. So, yeah. Oh, but there was like something that happened. Just like, oh, like a kin was like in between like these pallets, and like a couple of coworkers were trying to get it out, like in between like their working stuff. They were able to get it by like placing like a trap and like a little cage and like putting food in there. So it's Kin got in there, like, oh yeah, we caught it, and one of the co-workers kept it as a pet, so and that's cool. Well, what else has happened here? I recorded more P3 FES. That's something. I think I'm nearing the end game. Well, not really nearing, but just like in terms of like level wise, I think I'm getting close. Just that there's just so much grinding you need to do, like in that game. It's just like it's really annoying. It's like one reason like I'm kind of put off by the game. So just like like the grind is so annoying, and like it's annoying and kind of boring. So it's just, yeah, hopefully Reload changes that. I really hope so. But yeah, I think that's I think that's a good enough time to talk about the real life stuff, because we do have a bunch of articles to go through. So why don't we get right into it? And like always, we're checking out Persona Central, so please make sure you guys check them out. Obviously, all the links that we check out are going to be down in the description below, so please check them out. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter. I'm not calling it the other name, no, that's obviously done. But like whatever other platforms that they're on, support them, please do. Again, links are in the description below. So, let me just check. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this might be a meaty article, meaty episode. So, yeah, well, let's just get right into it.
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by W. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. There's also no fillers or artificial dyes. W contains vitamins like B3, B6, C, amino acids, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. W allows you to have faster reaction times paired with laser sharp focus. They have a variety of tubs, shakers, and accessories to choose from. For example, they have these sample cups here, and it comes with 4 different samples. Like we got Dragonade, Galaxy Grenade, Dub Sludge, and Beach and Peach. All for a low price of about $18, so less than 20 bucks. But if you use my code PowerJ at checkout, you can save 10% on your order. So what are you guys waiting for? You guys can save 10% on your order and anything else on the site with the code PowerJ. So please go to the site, link will be down in the description below, and back to the video.
So first off, we have a Persona 3 Elizabeth figure announced, so that's really cool. So during Alice Teaches 2023 media briefing, several upcoming figures were exhibited, including a newly announced scale figure of Elizabeth from Persona 3 by Koto Bikaya. Koto Bikia. So like that looks really cool. That of course it's not fully detailed yet, but seeing the colored cards, like sometimes the grayscale figures just looks amazing. I wonder why they do like some parts are in color, like the eyes, and like some other like non-body details are in color. That's really curious. Like I'm not like a sculptor or anything, so I'm not sure why they do that, but hey, it's still pretty cool. Also on exhibit were previously announced figures of Persona 3 Reload's protagonist, and a recently announced figure of Aigis in her Orgia mode, which featuring that, we can just jump right over here. I got that sort of last because it's I kind of put these in order from like by title, like game titles. So yeah, so we got Persona 4 Arena Ultimax Aigis EX Orgia mode figure announced for October 2024 release. So they got another year to go for this. And just like looking just at this picture alone, like that looks absolutely amazing. Like, it looks great. So a new figure has been announced featuring the EX or G mode version of Aegis from Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. The figure is 1/6 scale based on an illustration drawn for Lord of Vermilion Art Read 2 collaboration in 2012. And this just looks absolutely amazing. Like, I know like the face is a bit different, from like even like when I'm looking at my I guess uh Papa Parade figure like on my shelf here, like the face looks fairly different, but just like it looks absolutely amazing. Just like let me just uh the detail there, that looks amazing. That looks awesome. Like god dang. That's the back of it, like the details, like even like the clothing here, that is just like that is awesome. Like, woo! I know that's gonna cost a pretty penny. That's gonna be very expensive, even for like a 6 figure. Like, you got like what was like her Papillon heart, something like that. I think that was the name. People call it like, oh yeah, it's her clit, her chest clit, something like that. Just like, okay guys. But like that's just an amazing looking figure with all that detail going on there. Like, god dang. Like, I don't even like remember like I have the art book, but uh, like I've never even heard like a Lord of Vermilion, or even like see anything from that. So that is just like absolutely amazing. So as we continue on, pre-orders will be available from October 20th to December 22nd, 2023. The figure currently has a release date for October 2024. I was kind of hoping like the pre-order would last a little bit longer, at least into like 2024 at least, because this is like a big figure, or at least a highly detailed figure, and probably something that people will be like very interested in. Actually, I'm not even sure like if like the rebar here and like the stone there is like it's all part of the figure, or if it's just or if it's just by itself. But oh, we got like some details here of of behind the scenes of how it looks. That's awesome. Oh, I just realized that oh, okay, so like the little flaps here are supposed to be wings. I never actually realized that, because like I see like the little wings back here, but like, oh, like these are also supposed to be wings as well. Hence, like I guess Papillon heart. So, yeah. Okay, for this figure, detailing modeling settings were created under the supervision of the character designer Shinjinori Sojima. Aiga's defined posture and facial features, as well as the divine drive uh, system revealed from the release armor, have been faithfully reproduced through meticulous sculpting and coloring. Yeah, that is just absolutely amazing. That, like, god dang, those details look so awesome. That looks amazing. Yeah, like, yeah, that definitely looks like butterfly wings. Yeah, that is amazing detail. Oh, it even says Igus there, and my headphones ran out of power. That is yeah. Attention to detail. That is fan freaking tastic. And there we go. Yeah, dang. Okay, so yeah, the the bar is part of the base here. And that's it for that. So continuing on, the Papillon heart embedded in your chest comes with an LED light. Okay, so that's definitely gonna be, that's definitely gonna make it a little bit more expensive. Like, oh, we added electronics to this, so give me more money. The official website for the figure, where a 360-degree view of the model can be seen and can be found here. More details will be announced in the future. Let's just pull this up. And I kind of wish, the site does, oh, hey, just open it in another tab. I could have done that, but like, if you can just load a little bit faster. So let me just do this, and I can show that, hey, Alex is over there. Come on, load. So you guys are just, waiting for me for well, actually, let's go back. We can, open this up in a new tab. We'll wait for that to load a little bit later, and then we'll, there we go. And then we'll get back to it. So, release date, October 2024. We are aware of the pre-order date, so the price, 33,000 yen. So that is just about $300, like between like $250, $300. Like, yeah, dang, that is expensive. That is a whole lot of money that I'm not gonna use. No. Oh man. And specification: painted plastic finish product with a pestle included, Papillon hot built-in LED. It'll be a 1/6 scale, about 30 centimeters. Let me just, in American terms, that would be just about a foot tall. Just about a foot tall. So that's not bad. That's not bad. So the prototype is Ikurie, coloring by Namoji, production cooperation Kimura Yuzuru from Mellow Yellow Lab, photograph Yohei Kodama, sales agency Ikurie, and distributor Tokyo Figure. Okay, so it seems like the site is up. Let's just like that. So yeah, this is the current site, and god, that just looks amazing. That looks great. So yeah, the pre-order October 20th, December 22nd. So we got about 2 months to pre-order. Well, 3 if you claim. So December, October, November, December, 3 months. And all the other stuff that we've seen before. And the light up LED, that just looks amazing. Oh, and here's a 360 view. God, that looks so amazing. That looks so good. And I love like the details in the hair, and like how's just all going like that. That looks absolutely amazing. God dang. And apparently there's gonna be like a trailer for this soon, and whereby it's gonna come out sometime later. Oh man, like that looks amazing. I want this. I really want this. But I won't have the money for that. So yeah. So as much as we have to say goodbye, we have to say goodbye. So we gotta go to the next article, which is something that I really wasn't expecting of this. It's out of nowhere. So we have Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden getting a physical release from Limited Run Games. Yeah, this came out of nowhere, just like like of course the Persona fans are just like, yo, Alice, what happened? Why don't we get a physical release for Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden? Because you know, like the whole anniversary was an absolute shit show, and just like I don't want to talk about any more than that. Just that it was a real disappointment for everyone. And just like there was no physical release for this, but there was physical release for Persona 5 Royal for every other system. So for this one, like they knew that like a Persona 4 Golden sold amazing well on Steam, and just like, oh, you know, we're not gonna be doing that. No physical release despite the amazing sales we had previously. So oh man, I really wish they did this initially, but hey, Limited Run Games is gonna be doing this. So, video game distribution company Limited Run Games, specializing in collector's edition and limited quantities of exclusive physical games releases, has announced that they will be releasing physical versions of Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden. And I'm most definitely going to be getting both of them. So Persona 3 Portable. 3 different physical editions of Persona 3 Portable will be available to pre-order from September 29th to November 12th. So if you're watching this right now, it is available now. You can go grab it right now. So at $34.99, you'll see the standard physical edition of the game will be available for either Xbox Series X, Xbox Series or Xbox One, PS4 or Nintendo Switch. So it is the current one that we see right now, and people are just like, well, look at the spine of the Switch one. It says Persona 4 Golden on there, and you can see just like it's just right there, Persona 4 Golden. Oh my god! Well, yeah, like they're doing good work, you know, doing the physical version. Alice, not gonna lie, feels like they're just like kind of being lazy, not doing themselves. But hey, at least we're getting it. But what sucks is that, you know, it's going to be a long time that we're not gonna be having this in our hands, because they do take a while. Like when it comes to just a standard release, they say it could take between like 5 to 6 months from like, you know, and what they do with the pre-order is just like they don't like start production, you know, right away. Like as soon as the pre-order date closes, that's when they start the production on making games. So 4 to 6 months away from November 12th. So like December, January, February, March at the earliest, May, June probably second latest, or first latest, July maybe after that. So yeah, it'll be some time, and that'll be so much later after Reload comes out. So yeah, and then continuing on, we got the Grimoire edition. The Persona 3 Portable Grimoire Edition is $69.99. This edition includes a steelbook, slipcover, a Grimoire book box, and a physical version of the game. So this looks absolutely amazing, and this is the one I'm intending to get. So, of course, it has, let me just hide this. So yeah, the slipcover box is based off of, I think this is like the Persona. Yeah, this is a Persona 3 FPS. I think it's Persona 3 FPS. Let me just make sure it's not the original, because I believe like the steelbook here is based off of the first one. And of course we got portable. Oh, let me just see. P3 FPS game cover. Okay, so with FPS, I guess was on the front. Let me just make sure what the okay, so I'm guessing like a vanilla P3 was this one. Oh god, why just put P3 game cover? It doesn't even show it. Just okay, Persona 3 game cover. Yeah. So this is vanilla P3's game cover. I believe this might be the Japanese version, I believe. Uh, Maybe not, because like I'm seeing like two versions. Yeah, like two versions of no, I think there was a certain like a limited edition of the original P3, which might have had that. Not really sure, but again, like they're both o- original P3 art, so that's pretty good. Uh, the book will most likely just have like it'll have space for the steelbook and the game itself. So yeah, I'm really excited to get that. Some people might say, "Oh no, not that worth it," but I mean, it depends on who you are. And then here's the C's edition. Lastly is the Persona 3. Lastly is the Persona 3 C's edition, and 199.99. This includes the content from the game Grimoire edition, alongside a 1-of-1 Evoker replica Shadow Box, which is non-removable. You cannot take this out of the box. Okay, it is a replica, but you cannot take it out of the box. And pretty sure it's non-functional. Oh, it has to be non-functional. Okay. A C's armband, an official soundtrack, a skull patch, and an all-out tech 3D shadow box, character trading cards, and a certificate of authenticity. So like, this is massive. There's a lot. So yeah, just got stuff we've seen before right up here. The shadow box lights up again. It's not a real gun. It is fake. It cannot come out. Please don't. People actually expected like, oh wow, look, it's a we have our own evoker. I can't wait to cosplay this. Like, no, you can't do that. No. That's not possible. No, don't do that. And then certificate of authenticity right here. Got armband, got cards, shadow box there, patch and soundtrack. Now, people have said that you can grab the armband and the patch over on the Shop Alice site. So if you want to do that yourself, you can. But I would get this, but no, like 200 for me is just like I'm making a decision between either Reload's collector's edition or this. I'm going, not gonna lie, like this is definitely like, if it feels like $200 worth, like compared, like this is actually worth $200 worth compared to like the Reload collector's edition. Because I mean, not gonna lie, like actually let me just pull, because I had a Reload up because stuff happened. uh just open image in a new tab here, and open image here. So you can see here, like okay, so for $200 from Alice themselves, you get the statue, you get 2-disc soundtrack, you get an art book, and you get DLC with soundtrack. Okay, and then from Limited Run Games, you get Steelbook, you get bookcase to put the game in, slick cover, got armband, the certificate of authenticity, uh, cards, soundtrack, patch, all attack shadow box, and a evoker shadow box that lights up. Now, like, come on, like, let's be honest here. Like, this is more $200. This actually is worth $200 more than what Alice is doing with Reload. We gotta be honest. Come on, because like, okay, so you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm considering this like all because this is one bundle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then not counting slipcover. So 1, 2, uh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 things you can get from this. And like, well, let's count even the freaking like suitcase itself. Like that's 9. Like you're definitely getting more bang for your buck for the portable collector's edition over the Reload Igus edition. But hey, that's just my edition. You guys can disagree if you want. We can have a discussion about that. But I personally think that the C's is you're definitely getting more stuff for the price compared to Alice and what they're giving for the same amount. So yeah, but you guys do whatever you want with your money. You decide what you want to spend $200 on. And also keep in mind, one is just is a port of a previously released game that's already out now. That is a remaster, quote unquote remaster of a PS3 game. While this is a full-on remake, from the ground up remake of the original Persona 3. So yeah, do what you want with your money. You can do whatever you want. Just keep in mind, what do you want to spend your money on? Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then the other thing they announced the same day is that Persona 4 Golden will be getting a physical version. A physical version of Persona 4 Golden will also be released by Limited Run Games, with the pre-order available on October 27th. News on the physical edition and merchandise will be released at a later date. So probably that same week, they're probably going to be announcing, showing off that. So they revealed this, what's the day? Yeah, the 25th, and it came. These are pre-orders on the 29th, so we're gonna be seeing something about this on the Monday of that week. So on the 23rd, we will most likely see information about the Persona 4 Golden Physical Edition. Portable and Golden were released for Game Pass, Xbox One Series, PS4, Switch, Windows PC, Steam. They're already on those systems already, and it's also on PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 can't play it. They can't play it, so just like, I guess it's redundant to say, PS5, when it's just the PS4 version that's just backwards compatible. So I guess that's what they're doing there. So like, I'm glad they're doing this. That is really good, because I haven't picked up either of them. So having a physical version, that is good for me, and that'll complete my not complete, but add to my Persona collection. So just putting 3 underneath vanilla P5, that's really good. Like, I like to arrange my games in a chronological order, history wise. So it goes from the newer games on top, older games at the bottom, depending on the series. So Persona 5, Strikers is above Royal, and then I have P3, P5 dancing in between a vanilla P5 and Royals, because it's technically taking place in between the games, take place in the middle of the game. So just don't know where to really put this except putting him in there. So yeah, so whenever P3 Portable comes out, it's gonna be right underneath P5 vanilla, and then whenever Golden comes out, it's gonna be in between Portable and 5 vanilla. So yeah, that's usually how I order my games. But I wonder what they're gonna be doing for each version of for Persona 4 Golden, because so obviously they're gonna be doing a steelbook. I wonder like what they're gonna be doing for like the box for the game, because uh like I can't really like put my hands on something like they would do for that. Um, they might do a telephone book, because the whole uh well, or like a TV guidebook, something on lines of that, because like it's all about the TV. So, and like with the C, with their equivalent of C's version, they're gonna have probably have to do like the glasses, because that's the whole thing with the game, and like how to summon. Well, it's part of the whole theming. Gotta see the truth and all that stuff. So probably glasses will probably be a thing there. Um, probably some like the patches that like there was just like some bunnies or like something like that. Like I know like I think Shop Alice had some pins related to that, so they might do that. And probably another set of character train cards, but with the Persona 4 group. Maybe change the all out attack for with the Persona 4 group, and obviously Persona 4 Golden soundtrack, that's gonna be a thing. So yeah, they do have a bunch. They have options to go for with this, but I did like try to talk to uh well one of the co-founders of Limerick Games, Josh Fairhurst, up on Twitter, which I should really yep, there. And you know he loves the Persona games so great that he's glad that like able to do this with Sega and Alice. So I asked him like, oh hey, well we'll let Alice do letting LRG doing the physical release P4G P3P instead of doing themselves. So it says, I wouldn't really know this answer definitively since he's not Alice, but big companies often skip retail for smaller titles because physical games are 10 times more difficult to produce and manage than digital games. And due to the cost, they're also much less profitable. And I said, I would have thought, with how popular P3, P4R, and the entire anniversary they had, they would have considered the ports to be a high priority. And it says, I think the reality is that the companies only have so much bandwidth to support physical products at retail. It's not easy, and it's also really costly to produce units. It's a big risk when companies can just sell digital product that requires no managing. Uh, no, I think he said it right. Like it's a big risk when companies can just sell, or I think it's a much less big risk when companies can just sell digital product that requires no management and no expense. And I'm like, I mean, I guess that's true, but like it's Atlas, they can afford whatever they can, with the games, because like they're not a small company, they can afford whatever cost it takes for to bring out the physical version or whatnot. Like they had Persona 3 and 5 dancing, release, and that was, I think that was like a full price game for like $60. So like having like I understand like like they're not selling this at $60, no way, probably 40 or so, like for a physical version. So like uh but they would most definitely sell like much, it would definitely sell much more than P3 5 dancing, because how big those two games are. So just like and they're not going through just one retail, because okay, everyone has to go through limited run games to get the games. But I think they also said like other retailers might get it, like Best Buy, because they usually do that there. But like if they had like if they were available through Amazon, Walmart, Target, like, any other like source, they would most definitely, like still make money back from the sales they've done with with Golden Portable. But I don't know. I'm not in the marketing, the selling aspect of the games. I'm just seeing how it is from like a customer's point of view. So uh yeah, just from my perspective, I think they I don't think they would be selling at a loss, like with how popular the series were. Like if they were to announce like, oh yes, Persona 3 and 4 are getting physical releases, during the anniversary, people would be excited. They would most definitely would be excited for that. And like that would just like that would be amazing. That would have been like a much better end than what we originally had, like straight up. But hey, that if that's what they want to do, we can't really do much. Like we can't really do much. So yeah, I guess we only gotta go through a limit run games. All right, so we got another trailer, and it's the PVO3 trailer. So yeah, that happened the week of that of the last episode of the podcast. So yeah, so trailer release, new character descriptions, new battle mechanics, and screenshots. So this is gonna be a big one, just based off the sidebar here. So, as announced yesterday, Alice has released a third trailer for Persona 3 Reload, this time featuring the antagonist known as Strega, with Takaya, Jin, Chidori, as well as the Velvet Room attendant Elizabeth. Oh, and just doing something over here. Just there we go. All right. So third trailer, do that, and you guys can definitely check out my reaction to it. Yes, as soon as I bring it up here. Yep, it is. Yep, you can check out the trailer. You can check out my reactions right here. So please do check it out. Like always, I will leave a link down in the description below if you guys can check out for yourself. I definitely enjoyed this trailer. It was definitely good. So what we got here, we got Strega. The dark hour is a hidden time between days, which cannot be perceived by normal humans. The group called Strega used the dark hour in order to exact revenge on others' behalves. The protagonists and Seeds who pursued the mysteries of the dark hour will confront this group. Okay, so Takaya, voiced by Damon Mills, and the original Nobutoshi Kana, or Kana, I think it's Kana. The leader is Strega, the group of three that uses the Dark Hour as a means to carry out the request for revenge. He considers the Dark Hour to be a special gift reserved only for those with the power of Persona, and does not wish for it to disappear. Despite his strange appearance, he's charismatic personality that has earned him many devoted followers. When he attacks, he uses the gun he carries at his waist. His unique persona is Hypnosis. So here we have Takai here, and that's a bad screenshot, and it just I don't like how it just goes to a different page, but yeah, as you can see here, we actually have new events with the with the members of Strega. So I guess we're gonna be talking to Takaya, Jin, and Chidori throughout the game, which is I think that's pretty good because we haven't really know what the characters are like that much. So I guess doing this will give them more in depth character knowledge of what they're about. But I just do find it strange how it's just like we're trying to get to know the villain better by hanging out with the villain, And it was just like, is this a really good idea? You know, is that really good? But I don't know. We just gonna have to wait. Then his persona of Hypnos. God, right there. Oof. So next we got Jin, voiced by Chris Hackney, original Messiah Onosaka, member of Strega, a group of 3 that uses Dark Hour, yep, to carry revenge. He's an intelligent young man who specializes in data analysis and runs the Revenge Request website for Strega's activities. He attacks using special hand grenades. His unique persona is Moros. So yeah, this is from I think this was from the trailer. So I guessing this is like, oh yeah, someone put a head on you, right? And then yep, the bridge battle with Hypnos right behind him. Next up we have Chidori, voiced by Mary Layton. Original is Miyuki Sawashiro. She wears a striking white dress and rarely shows emotion, calmly pushing away those who dare to speak to her. She attacks using a hand axe. Her unique persona is Medea. So here we have seeing Chidori talking with Junpei, because you know Chidori is pretty nice. She's pretty cool. And then over here, her boss battle against her. And then we got the other characters here. So we have Shuji Ikutsuki, voiced by Jake Green, original Hideyuki Hori, the chairman of the Gekkan High School, where the main characters attend. He also serves as an advisor to C's. Yeah, boy Ikutsuki. He has an unparalleled love for puns. He often likes to make them, to make everyone else amazement. Although he has an aptitude to that dark hour, he lacks a persona ability. As a result, he seems to feel guilty about sending the protagonists out into battle. Okay, so here we have our Ryoji Mochizuki, which we did get confirmation that Ryoji is being voiced by Alex Lee. It's not, Yuri is not voicing Ryoji, so they're keeping that consistency from 3, where protagonist still voices the villain. And of course the original VA is Akira Ishida. A boy who transfers into the protagonist's class in the second half of the semester. He's bright and sociable and has the personality that opens up to anyone else easily. He deepens his friendship with the main character Junpei and the other Cease members. Elizabeth, and we also did get confirmation that Elizabeth is being voiced by Tara Platt. So that is something that we have not that's something that is completely, you know, new. Well, in terms of news for this, because what we were like seeing is that all the main characters are being voiced by completely different people, and that the original voice cast would not be, you know, part of this. But there's a few exceptions, I guess. So Elizabeth is being voiced again by Tara Platt, and original voice by Miyuki Sabashiro, resident of the Velvet Room, a space that differs from reality that only the protagonist can visit. She helps the protagonist develop his abilities. She seems to have an interest in the outside world, asking the protagonist various requests and going out with him. Oh, and I guess we should, you know, also take a look at the close-up pictures of him. So there's that. And Ryoji, which is not that good quality. And then Elizabeth here. And then we have Pharaohs, who's again voiced by Alex Lee, and original voice VA. A boy he greets the protagonist when he visits the student dormitory on his first day and forms a mysterious contract with them. Ever since, he appears before the protagonist several times, giving him advice. His identity and purpose are shrouded in mystery. So yeah, before we get off of this topic about, you know, the VA and characters, I do have a theory about like the voice cast for this, because again, like I said earlier, the main voice casts are changed. At least the main protagonists are changed completely from the original. But we have the exception of Elizabeth, who's voiced by Tara Platt, and then we have Yukari's father, who seems to be voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, or at least sounds like Yuri Lowenthal. So I have like a theory that um that the main cast are they're not voicing the main characters, but they're voicing other at least somewhat important characters in the game. And I really should have had brought this saved up sooner. Let me just search this up. So so I theorize that they're gonna be playing completely different characters, but like still related to like some of the characters within the game. And oh let me just did I have the save? Oh, I have to let me see. Did I have that save? Did I have that save? Come on, reload. Um, okay, where did I put that? Okay, so it's basically like someone posted it on Reddit with an interview with Wendy Lee, and she said that she's under an NDA, but like she has something, a role related to Fuka. Um, oh, where is this? Where is this? Uh, dang, where? Okay. I think I found it. Found it. Okay. So I'll just bring it up here just real quick. So again, I'll leave this article in. I mean, leave this link in the description below. But it's just like Wendy's like has just talking about how talking about Fuka and the new voice actors taking over Fuka's role. So we're gonna just take a quick look at this. So um oh boy, I really should have. Wait, oh, yep, no, I have that on. Thank goodness. Yeah, so we're gonna let me mute the background real quick. So go ahead and take a quick look at this. So you guys want watch too? Just so where's there we go. So here we go.
On to the next gen. Hey, it's great that Persona lives on and that there's still love for the show and interest. So, you know, the old guard at some point becomes the old guard, unfortunately. And it is definitely what you face certainly as a woman in Hollywood. And that even transpires to post production and in the world of dubbing that we're in. And so I'm super nostalgic for that role. And recently I've been able to give it a little bit of love. It's an NDA, so I can't say anything about that now. But I have been thinking about Fuka, and I always have people that come to my lines when I'm signing at conventions who have stuff for me to sign for her and tell me that that they still love the character and the franchise so much. Um, it's an interesting thing whenever a studio decides to do a wide sweep and bring in the new guard. So I'm glad it lives on, and Susie's a doll, and I know she's very excited about the role. So she'll treat it with great respect and honor, and that's what really matters.
So yeah, she mentions like Oh, she's under NDA, like, having something related to Fuka, which was
Hires to post production and in the world of dubbing role. And recently I've been able to give it a little bit of love. It's an NDA, so I can't say anything.
so there, like, she's under NDA, so she can't really say it. But my prediction is that she is going to be Natsuki, Fuka's friend. Well, bully turned into friend in Persona 3. I think that is her new role in this game. So if I'm like predicting this right, like the original cast are still in the game. They're just different characters. I think at least they haven't just just thrown them out the bucket like similar to like with Final Fantasy 7 remake. They just threw out the original cast. They didn't bring them back or even as cameos. So or like other parts. So it's just like I think like at least giving them some parts, some uh related role to the game, that would be really good. It would be interesting, like if I do this like kind of like theory crafting here, right? Like if like not Cherry Plat, but Lemon Brine, if he is like Mitsu's father, that would be really cool. That would be really interesting. Um, well, Terra Platt is already Elizabeth, so can't really do much. Um, Now Michelle Ruff, she can play Yukari's mother if Yukari's mother has a voice role in this, which she most likely will, probably. But that would be an interesting role. And let me look up freaking Shinji's voice actor, VA Grant George. Oh man, I am not sure who he could voice out of. Mm, I mean, his voice could work for Tanaka. I mean that could be something. Um, and then there's Ken's voice actor, or at least a new one for from P4A onward. Uh, what was her name? Cindy Robinson. I mean, she could play Ken's mother, possibly, if there's any scenes of her in the game. Um, Now thing is, I'm not even sure if Karen Strassman or definitely not Vic Mignogna is going to be any role in the game. I doubt that. Karen Strassman more likely. Vic, no. So, oh man, but like those are like my kind of predictions about what's gonna be happening with the other voice actors in the game. But like if you have any predictions to anything like that, please let me know in the comment section down below. That'd be really awesome to hear you guys' theory about this. Like because like because hearing that, oh wow, none of the voice casts are gonna be back. Just like, oh yeah, it's a little sting there. So let's continue on with the arc. So we do have a whole bunch more to get through. So we got the battle system. In Persona 3 Reload, the familiar turn-based system of Persona series returned with improvements. Hitting an enemy's weak points will knock it down, allowing it to attack again. Once all enemies are down, you can launch an all-out attack. When targeting enemies' weak points, take advantage of various newly added elements. So exploiting the enemy's weak points and knocking them down. So from Persona 5, showing the weak points with when there's certain enemies in front there. Boom. And then knocking an enemy down gets another action through one more. So that is really awesome. And again with the freaking that But you guys can see there that there's a little bar there that's happening, and I'm not sure if there's going to be mentioned later on here, but just keep that in mind that there are bars next to the characters on the character's icon there. Oh, it says right here, Thirgia. So, I guess I'll say it like, seems like Thirgia is going to be a special move for each characters, and then Shift here is well, it's basically like a baton pass. So, but Thirgia, it seems like it's gonna be a special move that each character can do. So like with their persona. But I think with the protagonist, it's basically with the protagonist is more like their fusion spell. So if you use Thurgia with the protagonist, it's their like the Jack Frost spell attack and all that stuff. But as for the others, it's their own unique move. And then if you knock down all enemies, you can form an all-out attack. So like always, you can do all-out attack whenever they're down, and boom. Every normal attack and skill has an attribute, and each enemy has a weakness. If you use an attack with an attribute with the enemy is weak to, you can deal a significant. Oh, and I almost forgot to put on the music again. Okay. If you use an attack with an enemy, you can deal a significant amount of damage and knock the enemy down. It is also possible to knock down enemies with critical attacks. When you knock down an enemy, a 1 more is generated, allowing you to perform a consecutive attack actions. By knocking down all enemies, an all-out attack is activated. However, if your own weak point is targeted by an enemy attack, you will be knocked down, and the enemy itself will gain a 1 more. Direct commands and assist functions. So yes, you don't have to worry about computer, controls. You can have direct commands. But if you want, you can do, the assist functions. Okay. So the battle system uses the direct commands and assist functions that were popular in Persona 5. I mean, it was in Persona 4 before Persona 5, so you really should mention that. You can quickly hit enemies' no weak points by using the intuitive command input with 1 button and assist functions. Well, I guess the assist functions is like the single buttons there. And engage the enemies by shifting. So this is the shift tutorial here. So shifting basically is your baton pass. A baton touch that allows you to entrust actions to your companions during a 1 more in Persona 5 appears as a new shift in Persona 3 Reload. Progress through combat efficiently by using shift well. Gain advantage in battle using the powerful blow Thurgia. Okay. Ooh. That is very interesting. I just noticed it is the protagonist. Okay. So Thurgia. So yeah, it is like, at least for the protagonist, it's the fusion spell. So I believe this heals half your HP and probably gives speed, agility, something like that. Yeah, that it is that move, the very first one that you get. And Yukari's special attack. This looks very familiar to that one leaked footage of Yukari's special attack from earlier this year. So yeah, this might be like the revamped version, or like the more polished version of it. And Jubei's attack, which we can see a little bit from the P3 from the 3rd trailer. In this game, you can use a special skill called Thurgy as a new strategy. Thurgy can be activated when the Thurgy gauge is full, allowing you to unleash a powerful skill different from the norm. The Thurgy gauge required for activation increased by taking actions during combat, like attacking or activating skills, but it will increase even more if you perform specific actions on the character. Once activated, you can instantly turn the battle in your favor, so you use it when you need it the most. Okay. Oh, and now we have a new episode. Interact with friends through link episodes. So this is in previous episodes we talked about, oh yeah, in P3 you couldn't, the original P3, like you couldn't you didn't have social links with the male characters, male party members. But in Portable you did have that. So Reload, it is a remake of the original Persona 3, so they're not having, the male party members social links. They are keeping the Iga social links that was from FES. So to make sure, hey, your party members had, something similar to a social link, we're getting these link episodes. So having episodes, like learning more about the characters, well, the male party members. So yeah. So link episodes are new additions to this game, with stories for specific characters that have not been explored so far for even more depths. By receiving advice and invitations to go out, and by progressing through the story, you can encounter unexpected sides of the characters. By watching specific link episodes, your stats will increase and special persona fusions will be unlocked. So yeah, new episodes focusing on Strega has been added. So this is where we get learn more about Strega. Okay, so just like again, it just feels weird that we're gonna be just hanging out with Strega members. They're the villain that we're fighting throughout the game, or at least we're seeing more of them. Because like this seems is just a Takai and Jin focus. And now this, people have been saying like this is Abaddon, and if that looks freaking amazing. That is just so creepy, just like the whole red mouth. I can see like swords coming out of it. That looks absolutely amazing. So Persona 3 Reload also includes many new episodes focusing on the members of Strega. You'll be able to get a glimpse behind some of the upbringing and feelings that have never been conveyed before. And then we have some English screenshots, and I hate that it keeps on. Okay, it's not blowing out. Okay, I was like, oh man, it just opened up again, but no. Okay, so we could see some screenshots. So this is really cool. Okay, so this is after the lovers. This is the lovers full moon. Okay, the midnight bridge fight. So this needs probably another link episode. Okay. Just make sure everything's going alright. Yep. Yeah, this is from early on in the game. Yeah, these cutscenes are much better. Like, they should really replace the pictures here with the ones here. Okay, so introducing everyone. For a very beginning of the game. Okay, Ryoji, Elizabeth. I'm glad that Terraplast's back. That is really good. Pharaohs. Oh yeah. Zionga, Mazionga. Okay, so far we don't see any of the new skills just yet. Okay, 3G shift. All attack. So it looks absolutely amazing. Oh, okay, so Heartless Relic. But the new colors, I think this is a different color compared to before. Okay, shift tutorial there. Oh, where's this at? Because this seems somewhat early game, at least from the area. But yeah, like the health points like very low. So yeah, this must be early on in the game, especially since Mitsuru's here. Okay, Ikari. Yeah, third G. Yeah, Cadenza. That was Cadenza. So increase the accuracy and evasion. Okay. So there's the replacement of fusion spells, at least for the protagonist. Okay. And there we go. Special attack. And okay, the Link episode here. So I do have to wonder, does this actually, take time away from everyone in the game? Or is this just like, oh yeah, are we just watching it and then like, we can still do something else within the game? Because Persona 3 Reload, Persona 3 and like Portable, like it is very hard to get every social link in one run. It is very difficult. If you guys have seen my playthrough of Persona 3 Portable, I literally needed 2 more days to max out a social link, and I would have gone every social link max in that playthrough. But unfortunately, they screwed up the days and just like screwed the availabilities of certain people, so I couldn't be able to do it. So like, look. Sorry about that. Yeah, seeing more about these Link episodes, that's pretty nice. It's gonna be really weird just hanging out with Strega. It definitely will be. And yeah, that's it for this article. Where we're just a little bit. We got a couple more articles to go, and we're over an hour in. No, I'm like it feels longer. It feels a little bit longer than than an hour. We're an hour 10, but still. So next up, this portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. We got some cosplay. So Persona 3 Reload official Gekkan High School uniform cosplay costumes has been announced. So cosplay costume company Cosplay has announced that an official Gekkan High School uniform cosplay replica for Reload is in production. The Gekkan High School boys and girls uniform will be produced as separate cosplay items, and more information will be released in the future. It sucks that it's not going to be available before Halloween. That kind of sucks, but I mean, hey, it'll be available for anytime you're doing going to cons and whatnot. So hey, there's that. Cosplay has previously produced other outlets related cosplay sets, including Shujin Academy jerseys and Persona 5 inspired tote bags. Yeah, I would rock this. Going to a con, not concert, but going to a con. As Persona 3 Pro Tag. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty nice. So that was a little breaker from everything else. We do have Persona 3 Reload 3G special attack video release. So during Tokyo Game Show 2023 Xbox Digital Broadcast, Persona 3 Reload producer Ryota Nitsuma appeared to introduce a new mechanic in the game, 3G. As detailed in their prior post, which we just saw, there's now a new skill called 3G that can be used in battle. 3G can be activated when the gauge is full, allowing you to unleash a powerful skill. The 3G gauge requires for activation increases by taking action during combat, like attacking or activating skills, but it will increase even more if you perform specific actions depending on the character. And you can check out the segment. Well, let's check out this segment because I actually haven't checked this out for myself. So you can just go here and let's check it out.
Xbox ファンの皆さん、こんにちは。ペルソナ3リロードプロデューサーの新妻亮太です。ペルソナシリーズのターニングポイントとなったペルソナ3から17年。 今の P スタジオの手で予想
And
よ
I
り
highly
新たに生ま
recommend
れ
if
変わ
you're
った
listening
ペルソ
on
ナ
the
3
mobile
リロード
podcast, please check
本
out the
日は
video.
番組をご覧の皆様に向けてその最新情報を
You
お
guys
届けいた
aren't
しま
gonna
す
be understanding nothing here.
今作の新規要素バトル中特定の行動
During
を取る
battle,
こと
the
で
gauge
ゲー
fills
ジが
up
たまり
by
ゲ
taking
ー
certain
ジマックス
actions
になった
that
時に発
can
動
be
可能な
activated
大
when the
技
gauge is
テール
maxed
ギア
out. Third
そ
key.
の中から主
One of
人
the
公のテー
characters'
ルギアの一
third
つを
will
こ
be
こで
unveiled
初公
here.
開いたします
Okay.
ではどうぞ
Dozo. So yeah, it's essentially fusion spells, but attached to a bar.
いかがでしたかド派手な演出のテールギアバトル中の切り札にもなり
Show
ますの
card
で
during
ぜひ
battle, so
活用して
please
くだ
take
さい
use of it.
ペルソナ3リロードはこれまでにペルソナ3をプレイしたことのある方にも初めてプレイする方にも自信を持ってより鮮明に描かれる感動をお届けいたしますペルソナ3リロードは Xbox シリーズと Windows 対応で2024年2月2日に発売予定ですそしてゲームパスでも同日から配信が開始されます皆様に楽しんでいただけるようチーム一同頑張っていきますのでぜひご期待くださいありがとうございました
Alright, so, well, it wasn't too long, so, yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, this is what 3G is. So, yeah, just barely over a minute long, so, yeah, not bad. Again, recommend that you guys watch the video podcast, so you guys can see what's happening. So, yeah, just show, like a fusion attack with, Black Frost and King Frost, so, yep, there's that. This would definitely be better, like, than just, like, the physical, like, skill. Better than needing both, personas in your party. I mean, we actually don't know if you need the actual personas in your party to activate the 3G. Or at least to use a certain 3G spell. There's that. So, not sure if you need both any specific personas in your party to activate or to use a certain spell, or if you need like a certain skill card. I don't think you're gonna need the skill card because I think it would be redundant to like, oh yeah, you need the skill card, but having the specific personas, I think that might be a requirement. Maybe, but I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wait to hear more information about that. But I think, at least like that would probably be a thing. Because if everyone can use 3G and it's with their own persona, then I think like to balance it, you're gonna need to have at least certain personas in your party to activate it. At least that's my opinion. But correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section below. Please do. So, we got 4 more articles to go through, and then I can rest my voice for a bit. Okay, so we have the Persona 3 Reload developer interview on the 3G mechanic, link episodes, and the box art. So more box art stuff and talking about it. So yeah. So the latest issue of Weekly Famitsu magazine 1817 going to be released on October 12th, includes Persona 3 Reload developer interview with director Takuya Yamaguchi, producer Ryota Nitsuma, character designer Azusa Shimada also appears, making her first appearance in Famitsu. Oof. So yeah, pictures, I'm guessing left is Ryota, middle is Azusa, and right is Takuya. Oh, yep, I was right. I didn't even scroll far enough to see that. But let's get into it. Some more in-depth combat and characters. First, I'd like to ask about the new element in battle, 3G. This mechanic was not present in the original version of P3. What was the idea behind implementing it? The motivation behind it was that we felt that one more system introduced in the series from Persona 3 onward wasn't fully utilized in boss battles. When players face regular enemies, it's often easy to exploit their weakness and knock them down for an all-out attack. However, during boss battles, it can be difficult to hit weaknesses, and even when you do, they might not be knocked down. We want to introduce more dynamic in these situations. So yeah, most, if not majority of the bosses in P3 had no weaknesses to them. Like, all you had to do is just like struggle through them. Like, they most likely either had normal resistance or regular resistance, or normal no resistance or regular resist on them. Okay, so this would probably, like, it's their best counteractive to like giving the enemies weakness, I guess. Okay, so continuing on. So it's used as a new kind of trump card. Yes, that's correct. We introduced Showtime, the special combination moves between allies in P5R, which was well received not just for the gameplay reasons, but also for its presentations. So we wanted to add something new in that vein this time. 3G always hits its target when activated, so it doesn't only have to be used against bosses, but can reliably take down rare shadows too. Oh yes, thank goodness, thank goodness it always hits. If it's used effectively against ordinary enemies, it can also let you save SP, which is good, because yeah, it is very hard to regain SP when you can't go back to the save point and just heal up. It's also unique that the gauge required to activate 3G increases differently for each character. In the past, the basic approach in combat was to target the enemy's weakness first, and if that was possible, resort to regular attacks as a safe option. In this game, for example, if you're using Mitsuru and can't exploit your weakness, you might instead consider trying to inflict status ailments to build up the 3G gauge. This could lead to different actions that might lead to different actions than what players were used to, and each character's individuality comes out more in combat, so please take advantage of it. So I'm guessing, like, okay, so maybe Mitsuru, you have to use either ice or ailment, Yukari, wind, healing, Akihiko use electric and or status buffs. Probably something like that is what they're talking about. And I see something here, like right at the bottom here. It says personality. After summoning a persona, power within gradually enhances. So I'm guessing, like, with the main character, if you can like regularly like switch out your persona in battle, that's how you get the gauge to max out. Is that what it's saying, or like is that what we're supposed to get out of it? Because that is actually interesting, because like most people would, like, as soon as they get like a persona that is like very powerful, or just like it can get rid of enemies easily, just like, why do I need to switch out? Just use the same persona. But if you wanna get use a 3G, you're gonna have to switch out in battle multiple times to get it up. So yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. Also, fans should pay attention to the link episodes that delve into the interactions between characters previously referred to as side stories. While you can deepen your bonds with female party members through regular social links, the idea behind adding link episodes was to provide episodes for the male party members as well. You can engage in social links at any time, but link episodes occur as the main story progresses. If you spend time with characters during a specific time, the next episode would follow. If you miss the first episode, you won't be able to see the subsequent episodes, so it's recommended that you meet the characters as soon as possible after he or she contacts you. Okay. Since they are time limited, you'll be able to enjoy episodes that have a strong connection to the main story. In Persona 3, especially the characters' emotions change significantly as the main story progresses, so the link episodes will allow you to interact with them during different periods. So please don't miss out on this aspect as well. So current says, I'm currently in the process of playing the preview build, and it seems there are new opportunities to spend time not only with the male characters, but also with the female party members. Yamaguchi says, yes, that's right. This is a separate element that delves into the life in the student dormitory. There are many opportunities to study together, cook together, and more and more. I hope players will enjoy this. So there was something that we seen in the trailer where we seen Yukari and the protag, making something in the kitchen. So that was, I'm guessing this is related to the Link episode. And then something about pancakes with Shinji, I believe. So that must be another Link episode. So continuing on from there, I was surprised to hear that there are episodes that delve deeper not only into the allies but also into the members of Strega. In the original games, most of the scenes depicted conflicts because they are not allies. In this game, we added episodes that revealed the struggles unique to Persona users who have awakened to their abilities in a different way than the C's member. You can catch a glimpse of the Strega sides in their inner turmoil. Personally, I've resonated with their unique charm since I played the original game, and as a development team, we've been conscious when it comes to depicting them carefully. Now, like, I understand, like, hey, we gotta learn more about, these characters, but, like, I don't know why, but just, like, feels like, more and more recently, like, we can't just have, like, characters who are just bad because they want to be bad, like they have to have like like some just like reason, like oh, I was abandoned as a childhood and that's why I'm evil. More like we need more villains who are just evil just to be evil, like it shouldn't be like, oh my god, it's a refresh that we got someone being evil just to be evil. Like, it feels like we need more of those villains, like it's I'm not sure how to put it, but just like I'm just very iffy on just like, oh yeah, well, let's delve into the backstory of these characters and whatnot. I just want them to be evil. I don't really care if like I'm not really that interested if like the villain has like, oh, sad backstory. Just like, okay, you had sad backstory, you want me to care for you? But I don't know, but like, well, what do you guys think? So thoughts on the artwork. In previous interview, I heard that a lot of efforts went to creating the artwork for the cover art. As main character designer for this game, Shimada, can you tell us specifically what thoughts and emotions you put into it? So first, when it came to depicting the composition, I was torn between creating an ensemble of characters similar to recent entries of the Persona series, or go for a composition where the protagonist takes the main focus, like in the original version of Persona 3. So I collected various games and movie cover arts from previous entries and other sources, and I contemplated what directions would be appropriate for this game. Eventually, I decided that for P3, I want to emphasize the protagonist at the forefront, and I thought about how to differentiate from the original. The main character summoning the persona Thanatos evokes a sense of returning to the roots for longtime fans, but upon closer inspection, you can see the pose and other details are different, giving this game a unique feel. Too far. Yep. I'm glad you see it that way. When I thought about what kind of impression players should have of this game through box art, I realized that going too far towards aesthetic and ethereal side of, or being overly flashy, wouldn't quite capture it. What I really wanted to convey was the image of the protagonist enveloped by his persona, standing resolutely against the inevitable destiny. The scene of summoning a persona, especially with the protagonist and Thanatos, symbolizes this game. And as I tried to determine the composition that would look great, we ended up with a form that looks like an homage to the original version. So yeah, it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. And then if we go to here, and then just hide that, you can look at the right side here. Yeah, it looks very, very similar to the original. Like, so it's got that homage to it, and I do like that. I do like that. So good job, with the homage, the homage to the original game. Additionally, I feel like the brushwork and lighting are more refined. I want to convey a clear expression of this new game in those aspects too. I explored various ideas in creating rich textures and using the latest techniques, leading to the current finish. In this game, we also consciously incorporated realistic lighting effects. An example is in close-up illustrations during conversations where color tones can change slightly depending on the environment. Rim lighting, highlighting the outside with light from behind, is bluish outdoors and turns orange-ish indoors with warm light colors. Warm color light. If you look at it, you'll go, that's true, but maybe it's had subtle as an effect. I mean, I kind of wish, like the inside for like the dorms was darker. I would like that, but I don't know. That's one decision I was like, like it's like with it being like darker in like in the dorms, like still feels like like feels like there is some kind of like darkness still looming where you are. So like that's what like it kind of like feel from that. So the new battle fats and arm accessories in this game were designed by you, Shimada, right? Yes, that's right. When approaching this remake of P3, I wanted to incorporate accents in the design that would visually enhance the player's experience. I collaborated with Shigenori Sojima, the original character designer, and refined the designs. In the original versions, the characters were equipped with lightweight attire, with holsters and arm accessories for their evoker. This time, however, we increased the proportions of the CG models and aimed to create a more immersive experience. We enhanced the equipment and to achieve greater sense of realism. It's a game. It's a game with freaking shadow monsters and shooting yourself in the head. You don't really need to aim for realism. Like, kind of, you don't really need to. Okay, so the new battle outfits vary slightly from each character, don't they? I initially considered having all the main characters wear the same new design for their battle attire. However, you can already see their individual styles in their everyday school uniforms, so I thought it'd be more fitting for the battle outfits to be customized for each companion. I worked with Sojima and the development team to finalize these designs. Remaking a beloved game like this one and introducing entirely new designs require a lot of determination, so we had numerous exchanges. Shimada responded with her full effort, and I believe we created designs that we can present with confidence. I also felt your enthusiasm in the new animated cutscenes where you go into battle for the first time in the new battle uniform. Thank you. Since changing the battle attire represents a fresh start and can be considered a pivotal scene, I thought it would be best to depict it through animation. We also prepared a song specifically for the scene, with Atsushi Kitajo, the sound composer. Everyone seems to be enthusiastic. Playing with the preview build, it almost feels like the game could be released tomorrow, doesn't it? The game's content is nearly complete, but because of various platforms and languages, as well as the global simultaneous release, there's still a significant amount of tuning required. Of course, we have a clear vision on successfully overcoming that. And we've also reinvigorated by the reactions of those who try the game at events like Gamescom in August and Tokyo Game Show in September. Please look forward to its release in the near future. But Shimada, I'm relieved to see all the reactions and anticipation for the artwork, both in-game and out of it, when they're revealed. As we continue to work towards the release date, we'll be creating promotional illustrations and more, so we hope you'll look forward to those as well. With less than half a year until the release, we're gearing up to deliver a variety of information at an accelerated pace. We're also focusing on promotional and collaboration efforts. Please look forward to them. So yeah, mighty long interview, but great hearing, hearing their like thoughts and like inputs about, with the character designs, and hearing like, oh yeah, playing the original game, help me with help me with the development of the game and all that stuff, and the influence of, oh yeah, people like the Showtime, so let's bring it back, but let's change it up a bit for each character. So that is really cool, and I'm very interested in how 3G will work in the game as well, especially like how it'll affect each characters and all of that. But really, I'm really interested because like there's actually a button for personalities. So, whoa, what does that mean? What does that mean? I need to know. What does that mean? And hearing that, we need to update the outfits, because oh, they're going lightweight, let's show something like they actually mean something serious, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty good interview with the three of them there. Well, four, including the interviewees. So or is it the interviewer? I'm not really sure, but like overall, like I'm so very excited for this. Like despite like the slight changes and improvements they're doing with this. Like I'm so pretty excited with how all this will go. We got a couple months ago, Well, technically, we're just about 4 months away. At the time of this recording, we're about 4 months away. So, oh, I can't wait. So, this is probably the this is the last reload thing. But hey, we got a new trailer, which really just released like a couple hours ago at the time of this recording. So yeah. Okay. So Persona 3 Reload Protagonist trailer release. As previously announced, Alice has released the first character trailer for Persona 3 Reload, focused on the game's main character, which I did do a reaction, which just uploaded while I was talking right now. So literally, as we were talking, it finished uploaded, and you guys can definitely check it out with links down in the description below. So please check it out. All your support is highly appreciated. Yes, thank you. But yeah. So we can just see here. Persona 3 Reload. Yeah, so it's just a trailer, going over seeing our protagonist in action. You get to see, see some stuff that's been covered in some of the interviews, especially of the 3G that was shown off there. Seeing a little bit of the link episodes, and all that stuff. So it is a pretty good trailer. It's only about a minute and something, couple seconds long, so it's real quick. You can check it out, just like right now. But please wait till after the video is over, please. Okay, so with that out of the way, yay! Look, we have Persona 5 Tactica. This is our second to last article, so we'll be done soon. So Persona 5 Tactica soundtrack has been announced for November 17th. So we got the full soundtrack. Alice has announced with the original soundtrack CD for P5G will be released on November 17th, which is also when the game launches. Ooh, it's almost like they planned this. Simultaneously, music subscription and digital distribution services will also have P5T music. Okay, so you can grab it on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. Similar to how you can get this podcast, it's also available on majority music streaming sites as well. So please check it out there. Yeah. So the soundtrack includes 102 songs, including the opening and battle songs featuring Persona 5 series vocalist Lin Inaizumi. The CD version of the soundtrack will include 2 unused songs and 2 demo versions of battle songs for a total of 106 tracks. Ooh, that's pretty good. Additionally, there's a large booklet with special information like behind-the-scenes production stories by composer Toshiki Konishi, an introduction to the workplace equipment with pictures. So, production overview, various artists, title, P5T original soundtrack, all that, 5 CD set, multi-case. Yep. So about $50 including tax, or about $44 excluding tax. Oh, okay, so that's with tax, that's without tax. Okay, publisher, yep. And to commemorate the start of the pre-orders, Alice has revealed song titles and the track list for all the songs included in the soundtrack. Okay, so I'm not gonna read all that, but just like, you got over 100 songs. That is okay. That is a lot. So many songs. Disc 4 and disc 5, and with the cover art there. So yeah, that is awesome. If you guys I mean, it might be on Amazon. Maybe I'll probably try to find that. If it is, I'll probably link it in the description below, so you guys can check it out for yourself. Yay! So yeah, we got one last article to go, then we can rest for tonight. Okay. So we got P5T, P3 Reload, and Metaphor win Japan Game Awards featured division at TGS. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. And not gonna lie, I didn't expect Metaphor to even be there. The annual Game Awards ceremony took place at Tokyo Game Show 2023. Part of this is the Featured Divisions Award for highly anticipated upcoming games. Games eligible for this award are unreleased games which have been exhibited at TGS 2023. Japanese language releases of titles which have been released overseas are also eligible. The award is user voted, and this year's voting was carried out online. Dang it. Wish I could have voted. 3 of Alice's titles were awarded the Featured Division's accolades: P5T, P3R, and Metaphor Repainted Zio, which all had show floor presence at the Sega booth during the conventions. And no one mentioned this? No one mentions that Metaphor was there? Like, even Persona Central didn't mention this? Like, come on, guys. And so, P3 Reload, Persona series producer Wada receiving the award. With Metaphor Repainted Zio, with Alice director Naoto Hiraoka, and then Persona series producer receiving the award for Tactica. So all JGA achievements came of the years. So there's a ceremony. So the grand award went to Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Game Award designers, RPG Time, The Legend of Right. Award for Excellence, Crisis Core, Reunion, God of War Ragnarok, Splatoon 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Sonic Frontiers, Earth Defense Force 6, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Paranormal Sight, Hogwarts Legacy, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Monster Hunter Rise, with Best Sales Award, Scarlet and Violet, of course, it's a freaking Pokemon. And the Featured Division, you got Inazuma 11, Zelda Zone 0, Sonic Superstars, Monster Quest, Dragon Quest Monsters, The Dark Princes, Dragon 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Fate Samurai Remnant, P3R, P5T, Metaphor, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and before we continue on with that, I just want to say, bruh, it is ridiculous how, oh yeah, Infinite Wealth comes out, that's really great, but what they did announce is that New Game Plus for Infinite Wealth is freaking paid DLC. That is really dumb. How just like they attempted to do this with Like a Dragon with Yakuza 7. So like, we're sorry, we're not gonna do that. No. Here's a New Game Plus, it's part of the game. No. But now they're doing this with this game. Like, come on, Sega, you know better. You know better than to do this. Like, come on. And then we have the amateur division with grand awards from to Shinen San Biomai Award for Excellence, Kirikare, Tomoshigami of Luminous Village, Shinen Screwdrive Panic Cube. Honorable mentions go to Gavari, Travelog, Comica Rhythm, Hana Renka, Bubblebound, Let's Parry. And the Mystery Economy, Trade, and Industry Award. So given to individuals who have contributed to the development of the computer game industry, goes to Famicom. Alright. Oh man. Oh man. An hour 44, hour 45 we've been doing this. Oh my god. Oh, those were a whole bunch of articles going through that, talking about so much Persona 3 stuff. I mean, it's mainly because of Tactica and all that. I mean, not Tactica, Reload. That was the major thing that happened, like, throughout TGS and all that stuff. Oh, man, Reload is just a couple months away. 4 months away. Oh, yeah, and then there's Tactica, which is about a month away. A little bit more, but Reload is what everyone's after, alright? Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, everyone is more focused on Reload than Tactica ever has. Like, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And, like, me too, like, yeah, Tactica's alright, but I like Reload more. But I think we're gonna have to call it here, because my throat is getting dry. There's gonna be a long episode to edit, and I do have other things I have to edit too. So we're gonna call it here, man. I'm again very excited for Reload to come out, Metaphor 2, and yeah, Tactica. But like, oh, Reload, I need you in my hands, and also P3P and P4G physical version. I'ma need that too. I'ma need that. I need that in my hands. I need that in my life. So please come soon. But guys, let me know what in the comment section down below. What you guys think about all this stuff, all the news that's we covered here. Like, what was the thing that was to stand out to you? What was some things that I missed? And also, guys, please check out Persona Central. You guys are awesome. You guys do the work. You guys should really support them. All these articles and videos I've used in this video will be in the YouTube description down below. Please check it out. It will really help out both Persona Central and me. If you check out everyone's social media links and all that stuff, so please do that. That'd be great. And before we head off, we also gotta make sure to shout out the patrons, because you guys help out so much. Thank you guys for helping me out. You guys are absolutely great, and I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you guys for helping me out. And yeah, if you guys like what you saw, please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out links in the description below for everything. Check us on the musical side, MP3 side, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. I think we're on YouTube Music because I consider this as a podcast, so maybe on YouTube Music as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys soon with the next episode. See ya.